Keep the frothing, but I want to search for something more for the early game. Probably some kind of Murloc Paladin, either the aggro version or the mid-range version. Or it can be control Paladin, who knows. Who knows about these things anymore. But he didn't have a turn 1 play. Well, Hydrologist, this can still be anything. I think I'll still go with the coin frothing play. Even though that could be like Noble Sacrifice. It's very unlikely to be Noble Sacrifice though. Murloc War Leader could be good here. Rockpool Hunter is not quite enough. Can it be a Noble Sacrifice? Interesting. If it's Noble Sac, well, the frothing dies. And then what? If it's not Noble Sacrifice, I mean, I could theoretically blood... No, I can't. Whirlwind kills frothing too. I guess the frothing will have to try the trade on the Rockpool Hunter. If it's a getaway Kodo, well, let's try the trade here. It's actually a Noble Sacrifice. I did not see that one coming. I think that's a pretty nonsensical pick right there, but what do you know? A lot of Pain is not very strong when it dies immediately. I think I'll go with Armorsmith and Blood Tweaker here. I'm still a little bit weak to a Murloc War Leader. But I just don't see him having a Murloc War Leader in hand. Because if he did, why wouldn't he play it last turn? A lot more Murlocs coming. Oh, that's what I have the Whirlwind effect for. But what is this secret then? So many interesting things. I'll try to hit here. I will give him a Hydrologist back though if it's something like Getaway Kodo. That's probably acceptable. I will get a card at least. Redemption. Alright, well that still gives me 2 cards. That's fine. I'm a little bit perplexed about his secret picks, but now all the Hydrologists are gone, so that's good at least. But there's going to be some gentle Megasaur action coming right up in the near future. That's what this really looks like. He floated a lot of mana, so his cards must be a bit more on the expensive side. But I still need to play a Bloodhoof Brave here. I got Blood Tweaker, my own Brave. So that I would have a 5/5 and a 2/2. Yeah, I think I will. Just need to challenge this board a little bit more. I mean, he's probably running Consecration. And Consecration kills the 2/2, but doesn't do much else. So Tarim does something. Now he found a War Leader. War Leader also does something. But unless he also finds some taunts, then this is just fine because I have the War Axe. Unbeknownst to him, but beknownst to me, there is a War Axe in hand. So I'm actually able to take control of the board for now. And the downside is that now that I equipped War Axe on 6, that means that I cannot get Malkorok on 7 and gain value. Okay, he's drawing triggers, so there's Stampeding Kodo, Primordial Drake. Stampeding Kodo, Primordial Drake, and a Murloc. I'm quite interested in playing Ravaging Ghoul on this board. Well, he can't play a Primordial Drake next turn. I think I'll just run that one in. I don't want to give him a Stampeding Kodo target right now. And then I'll just armor up. This is fine. But okay, because he's running Primordial Drakes, then that means that this is the more mid-range version. And that's really the strength of Paladin. You can't even tell whether they're aggro or mid-range until around turn 8. When the first cards that are different between the lists start appearing. Still double blue chills remaining. Is this even a good board to play Primordial Drake on? Yeah, it's a great board to play Primordial Drake on. And attack over there. So now the setup is so that I have a guaranteed kill on the Murloc War Leader with King Mosh, if I want to take that kill. No matter what happens, because he doesn't have a way to heal it for 2. So let's say he plays some Blue Gel Warriors from hand. He deals with the Primordial Drake with those. Or he plays another General Megasaur, he buffs up the Murloc Warrior to be a 4 or 5. And King Mosh can still deal with that. Even through the Spike-Red Steed. If I want to. Go on to King Mosh a Spike-Red Steed. Then he gets a 2-6 still. Well, he will have a 2-6 and a 1-1. I will have a 9-7. I mean, I do have an execute available as well. I could just go in with Malkorok. See if I can find a 4-attack weapon. Kill the War Leader with that if I do. Execute it if I don't. Not the greatest use ever of execute. Let's go for it. Arcanite Reaper, what do you know? That's enough to kill a War Leader. Excellent. Then I can drop the Armor Smith or I can armor up. I think the Armor Smith is... No, he still has the Stampeding Kodo in hand. No, it's just armor up. I don't want to give him a Stampeding Kodo target right now. So Armor Smith would have to do more. Give me more value in the single turn that it's around. Because of the Kodo. There's also the Primordial Drake. He could attack both of these minions into Malkorok and Primordial Drake it down. Yeah, I guess he just has so much more value than I do. But both War Leaders are gone. One Gentle Megasaur is gone. There's only one Gentle Megasaur remaining. So that's pretty good. And that +3 attack, well, it does mean that he can trade away the Malkorok now. Other than that, it's not too impressive. Oh, Stonehill Defender is pretty bad for me, though. He doesn't even want to trade away the Malkorok. That's an interesting line of play. A very, very interesting line of play. So I can Ravaging Ghoul down both of these. He will still have Gentle Megasaur unless I execute it. And he has so much value available. But I guess I still need to execute that. And I don't want the Malkorok go down to 2 health. You better have it at 3. So it's Ravaging Ghoul and execute, that's 5 mana. What else? Offroading Berserker. Yeah, let's try to be a little bit more offense-minded here. Ravaging Ghoul. Execute on this one. I want Malkorok to be at 3 health. I can take down that Stegodon and then I can still armor up. And now he needs to find an answer to the 12-tree Frothing, although I guess the Sunkeeper Tarim, for example, would be an answer. Double Consecration would be an answer. But everything is now at 3 health, so I made it so that 1 Consecration or 1 Primordial Drake does not kill anything on the board. That was the goal. Peacekeeper buys some temporary reprieve, but the Frothing's attack is going to increase again. So that is not a permanent solution. I guess I can Curator. Does he have an equality in that deck? Maybe, maybe not. Hard to say. I don't want the Frothing to go down to 2 health, because I know he has a Primordial Drake in his hand. So I'll make the trade here. But I will not trade anything into the 1/1 Murloc, because of the Primordial Drake in his hand. So I'll do it like this. And now Frothing cannot be killed by a Stampeding Kodo anymore. I mean, he could have killed Frothing with a Stampeding Kodo last turn. He drew 3 cards, so he drew a beast. I know he drew a beast. Quite surprised that I didn't get to see that in action. There's still the Primordial Drake. Scary times. And if I play my own Primordial Drake, Frothing will still die next turn to his Primordial Drake, so that is not really an answer. And I need to deal with the Light Lord. Maybe I will just let the Frothing die next turn. It will push some face damage this turn. Let there be a Primordial Drake. And then Malkrok trades away the Light Lord. And Frothing pushes 11 to face. I'll push everything face here. Like this. But I still don't have enough to kill him next turn. He plays the Primordial Drake. Doesn't play the Primordial Drake, but he did draw a dragon. I know he drew a dragon, a beast and a Murloc, because he drew 3 cards from the Curator. +8, so that's a Lay on Hands, or it's probably a Lay on Hands then. This can get ugly. Probably need to trade away the Ivory Knight with the weakest minion. He can Stampeding Kodo the Bloodhoof Brave. That's something I'm not too excited about. I think I could drop the Armorsmith as bait here. Let's drop the Armorsmith to bait a Stampeding Kodo. So I could get Bloodhoof Brave and Acolyte of Pain out there unchallenged potentially. So I will try it like this. I could have also played the Acolyte of Pain together with the Armorsmith, so it would be a 50-50 if he decides to commit the Kodo. Oh, he got a bonus Tyrion. Bonus Tyrions are pretty good. Bonus copies of Tyrion are pretty good. Let's see what I can find from... No, of course I don't get the Angkor pack yet. But yeah, I think I have to sacrifice the Armorsmith here. Yeah, that's what this looks like. Not great. Now he gets the Ashbringer as well. It's probably not running equality. He will Stampeding Kodo the Acolyte though. Or the Bloodhoof Brave if I choose to go with that. I might need to taunt more than I need to 1 card draw. But now he gets to Stampeding Kodo the Acolyte. Yeah, maybe I should have played the Acolyte last turn. Then I would have had the option to run Acolyte into Tyrion's Divine Shield. Yeah, that would have been stronger actually. Yeah, that would have been better. Last turn play both the Acolyte and the Armorsmith. So that Stampeding Kodo gets a 50-50. That would have been better than this play. But you know, Paladin, they have such strong early game and then still late game, because he is also running Ivory Knight. So he's actually a fairly heavy mid-range build. But you cannot tell that from the early game with all the Murlocs and double Gentle Megasaurs coming down, double War Leaders coming down. You would never guess that actually this deck is, by the way, this deck is a heavy mid-range deck. It's not an aggressive deck at all. What? Why does it have all these aggressive cards then? Hard to say. Two Tyrians is pretty good. It's always really, really strong. Okay, Ungoro pack time. Is Ungoro pack time over King Mosh time? Yeah, absolutely. Ungoro pack can give me hard removal for Tyrion. But in this case, Ungoro pack doesn't give me anything. Now, let's use this one on the shield. Well, that's at least something. I guess I could play the Radiant Elemental out there as well. Let's reduce the cost of that slam a little bit. Ooh, a Ravaging Ghoul. Doesn't change the fact that I have to sacrifice the Elise. Let's just go with the Brave. I guess this is okay. Could have went with the Ravaging Ghoul. That way he would not have a trade on the Brave. The 1/1 Murloc would not be able to do anything. But yeah, hard to say. Yeah, you still can't kill the Radiant Elemental. But he does have 9, he has 11 set up right here. Obviously I want to play Kalimus this turn. What am I talking about? Kalimus is lethal. I guess lethal is pretty good. Yeah. Obviously I wanted to play Kalimus this turn. I almost missed it, but not quite. And it's always better when you don't quite miss lethal. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.